This is Trevor Tierney with Goalie Evolution Academy, and this is our perfect save off-stick low drill. In this drill, we're working on making that off-stick low save, which is another challenging save. You've got to get everything behind the ball. So first thing you'll notice Ryan doing is he's pushing off his back foot and getting his body across. He's bending his knees nice and low so he can get his body down behind the ball. He's keeping both hands punched down, so not only just punching that top hand, but also punching out that bottom hand as well, so that his butt end doesn't get behind his body and that he stays square to the shooter. By getting down low, he's making sure his eyes are behind the ball. A lot of goalies will, bend at their back and not be able to see the ball all the way through, but the way Ryan's doing this now is very fundamentally sound, very smooth, and very consistent way to make a lot of saves off stick low. So one more time, you'll hear Ryan saying yes when the ball hits his window, about 3 feet out in front of him where his hands are. He's keeping those hands out flat on that glass plane in front of him. And he's getting his body behind the ball every time. Pushing off that back foot, knees bent, keeping both hands out, and saying yes when he makes contact with the window. One more time through this good set. So he's getting his body there quick. He's pushing off that back foot, which keeps him turning towards the sideline. Keeping those hands out, punching that bottom hand forward, and staying square. Those are all the things we're looking for on that off stick low. Now as we start to get into Ryan not pushing off that back foot, you see him just reaching. He's not getting his body behind it. His stick is back. He's making a save back towards his body. It's what we call a late save or a one-level save. Now he's trying to step forward towards the shooter, and you'll see when you do this as a goalie, especially in the middle of the goal, if you're stepping at the shooter, then you're not getting your body behind the ball. It's just simple geometry, or however you want to look at it. If you're not sliding laterally, it's going to be very hard for you to get your body behind the ball there. Now we're working on getting down to the knees and sliding across, and this is an effective way. Some people don't think you should drop down to your knees, but on low shots right at your feet, it's a great way to get everything behind it. So you can either squat down as Ryan is doing there, or you can drop down to your knees and get everything behind the ball. I really like dropping down on my knees because I felt like I could see the ball really well, get down easily. So go through the whole thing one more time. This is when Ryan's just squatting down, pushing off, getting behind the ball, keeping those hands out, saying yes on that contact point. So if you imagine a window a few feet out in front of you where your hands are, where your stick is, say yes when that ball hits that window. That'll train your mind to react where you need to. Train your eyes to see the ball where they need to see it to save it. Now as Ryan's doing this incorrectly, not pushing off that back foot, or now stepping forward towards the ball and not getting his body behind the ball. That's not what we're looking for there. That's a late save. He's leaving room open in the net. He's turning his body. Oh, and also he's bending at his back. So if you bend at your back, you lose track of the ball because you're not squatting down and getting your eyes behind it. You want to bend your knees rather than bend your back, because you'll see the ball a lot better, you'll track it better, and you won't lose sight of it. And now Ryan's going to dropping down to his knees, getting his body behind it, and this is a perfectly good way to save a low shot at your feet. Now you don't want to drop to your knees every time. Low to high can get you, or bouncers can get you, but if it's right at your feet, drop down like a hockey goal and get everything behind it. So Hope this is helpful for your off-stick low saves.